Good morning again, friends. We've prayed morning prayer. Now it's time to jump back into our reading of Job. Please to take a moment to post a greeting, share a comment, let us know that you're here with us. I encourage you to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share this and any other content from the channel as you may wish and as you may believe will be for building up others. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Mom. Wonderful. Friends, we begin as we always do by taking a look at the big picture here. Big picture of Job. We are starting chapter 34 today. We are in the final chapters of the largest section of this book, which runs through chapter 37. Job and the friends. We're to our fourth friend, Elihu, who is the youngest of the friends and younger than Job, who did not speak up initially because, well, he deferred to his elders. And he goes on for some time here. Um, yeah, 32 through 37. We've read 32 and 33. We're starting 34. That also leaves 35, 36, and 37. It's a little bit of a ramble. And unlike the other three friends, there's no interruptions where Job suddenly speaks in turn. It's just Elihu. And all of this is building up to a grand climax beyond chapter 37, which we're not going to get to today. But just know, oh, wow, there's some interesting things coming because the next one who speaks is God. And remember back to chapters 1 and 2. Where is God with Job? Not on the same page as these four friends. So, with that, the reading windows. I'll be reading from the left-hand column, which is a Jewish Bible. The right-hand column has a Christian Bible, the complete Jewish Bible, and the New Revised Standard Version updated edition. I will be reading from the left hand and will use the right hand primarily for moments when Jewish biblical language and Christian biblical language don't quite sound the same. There's also the possibility that there might be moments that contrast, possibly. The issue of Christian biblical tradition language and as opposed to Jewish here isn't even all that much of an issue here in Job. It's not like when we're reading First Kings, First Samuel, which we're also reading right now. There's some moments. The most common one being The name of Job in Jewish biblical language is Iyov. 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 Let's read, friends. Elihu continued speaking. Hear my words, you sages. Listen to me, you who know so much. For the ear tests words, just as the palate tastes food. Let's choose for ourselves what is just. Let's decide among ourselves what is good. For Iyov says, I am in the right, but God is denying me justice. Against justice, I am considered a liar. My wound is mortal, though I committed no crime. Is there a man like Iyov who drinks in scoffing like water, who keeps company with evildoers and goes with wicked men? Since he thinks it profits a person nothing to be in accord with God. So listen to me, you men with sense. Far be it from God to do anything wicked, for he pays people back for what they do, and sees that each gets what his conduct deserves. It is certain that God does nothing wicked. Shaddai will not prevent justice. Remember, Shaddai is Almighty, as in El Shaddai, God Almighty. So Shaddai on its own is still a naming of God. Did someone else put him in charge of the earth? Who else established the entire world? If he were to take back men's heart to himself, if he gathered to himself his spirit and breath, all flesh would instantly perish. Everyone would return to dust. If you have any sense, Yo, hear this. Listen to what I'm saying. Should a hater of justice be in control? If you wouldn't tell a king you're a scoundrel, or nobles, you are wicked men, then you shouldn't condemn the just and mighty one, who is neither partial toward princes nor favors the rich over the poor, since they are all the work of his hands. They may die in a moment. In the middle of the night, the people are shaken and pass away. The mighty are removed without human hands. For he keeps watch on a person's ways. He sees his every step. There is no darkness, no death like gloom where wrongdoers can hide. For he doesn't give warning to people when they must appear before God in judgment. He shatters the muddy without needing to investigate and sets up others in their place. Therefore, aware of what they are doing, he overturns them by night, and they are crushed. He strikes them as if they were common criminals in the open sight of others, because they turned away from following him and gave no thoughts to any of his ways, thereby bringing before him the cries of the poor, and he hears the cries of the oppressed. But if God is silent, who can accuse him? If he hides his face, who can see him? He may do this to nations and persons alike, so that godless men will not become kings, and the peoples will not be lured into traps. Has anyone said to God, I have been chastised without having offended? Teach me what I have failed to see, and if I have done wrong, I will do it no more. Must his rewards meet your approval? Well, you are the one who doesn't like them. So you, not I, should pick the alternative. Come on, say what you think. Intelligent people will tell me. Every wise man who hears me will say, Yoff is speaking without thinking, his words lack discernment. I wish Yoff would be kept on trial forever, because he answers like wicked men. For now to his sin he adds rebellion. He mockingly claps his hands among us and keeps adding to his words against God. Elihu went on to say, Are you so convinced that you are right, that you say I am more just than God? For you ask what advantage it is to you. How do I gain from not sinning? Here is my answer to you and to your friends. Look at the heavens and see. Observe the skies high above you. If you sin, how do you hurt him? If your crimes are many, how do you affect him? If you are righteous, what do you give him? What benefit does he get from you? Your wickedness can affect only others like you, and your righteousness only other human beings. People cry out from under many oppressions. They cry for help from under the fist of the mighty. But no one asks, Where is God my Maker, who causes glad songs to ring out at night, who teaches us more than he teaches wild animals, and makes us wiser than the birds in the air? They may cry out, but no one answers, because of evil men's pride. For God will not listen to empty cries. Shaddai pays no attention to them. All the more when you say that you don't see him. Just be patient. He's considering the matter. But now, just because he doesn't get angry and punish, does it mean he doesn't know what arrogance is? So Eof is being futile when he opens his mouth. He is piling up words without knowledge. And there, friends, we will pause. So we read chapters 34 and 35. We'll pick up at 36 next time. That leaves chapters 36 and 37 for next time for Elihu's continued response to Job and the friends. And then look here. Chapter 38. God speaks. Blessings on your day, dear friends. Thank you for reading with me, for reading with us. Peace be with you.